Good morning. Today we are covering a 2018 Atomic Silver ES 350. ES has been one of the stable models of Lexus ever since the brand's inception. The original ES 250 came out back in the day, 1990, alongside the flagship LS 400. And today what you're seeing is the 6th generation, which is actually assembled here in the greatest country in the world, United States of America. See right here, final assembly point, Georgetown, Kentucky. Country of origin, engine parts USA, transmission parts. So it still uses a lot of course, parts. As you can see, 55% of the parts are from Japan, but the remaining is from US or Canada, which is pretty cool. It is the first Lexus model ever assembled in the United States. This model is pretty well equipped with some notable things. I like the power rear sunshade. Okay guys, I gotta show you the automatic shade for the back seat. I'm gonna press this button here. Oh, I love it. I could watch that all day long. If you're sitting in the back seat, you're able to pull up the shade with a button. Of course, it has the 18-inch wheels. The color is subjective. I don't like it personally. I wish it was the same color as the paint. It's kind of like a much more brighter silver than the paint, but some people might like that, and that's fine. A couple big options. Here's a luxury package. You guys will get to see some of those features as we get inside. Navigation package is equipped with this bad boy. And let's see, panoramic glass roof. I love that. I get to show you that. That's pretty sweet. And then there you go. There's the MSRP. Let's get inside the vehicle. This is, it looks a little bit like a Camry. It looks a little bit like an Avalon, and that's because it shares a lot from those two cars. It shares the same platform, but this one is more similar to, I would say, an Avalon. It's a little bit wider. It's a little bit longer than your Camry. Getting inside. Okay, so we have this nice beige color in here. That's not what it's called. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But here we go. This is the interior. You have this nice wood trim. I would say that's the bird's eye wood that they put in here. It looks pretty good. Hard materials here. Excellent soft stitch leather down here. More pedestrian than your standard switches. This is more similar to your Toyota, but Toyota doesn't make anything that breaks down, so that these will last forever. You have a blind spot monitor here. Parking assist, so if you're getting close to an object, it will beep at you. Auto headlights, which is standard on all Lexus vehicles nowadays. Pretty standard Lexus steering wheel, voice control, phone control, radio control. Over here is your menu for the cluster up here. So you press this button and it's gonna cycle through. So here's, that's your compass, there's your music, lane keep assist, and cruise control. No messages if I had my phone hooked up to it, and then all sorts of extra settings, lane departure assist, pre-collision system, clock, vehicle settings, meter settings, okay? But that's about it for the center monitor. Center monitor here. Okay, so it does have navigation. Now this navigation is outdated for Lexus standards. Right now, what you see in most vehicles is going to be like a 10 or 12-inch display, depending on the vehicle you're in. A lot of the new ones have that 12.3-inch display, which is gorgeous. Which, with the new updated LX coming out at the end of the year, they're probably going to have it And I can't wait to show you guys that. I'm pretty excited for it. I might go to Chicago for it, for a little education and business trip. But here are your settings. I'm not going to detail each one. That could take an hour in itself. For the average person who knows how to use a smartphone, this is even simpler than that. Okay, so pretty easy. Your heated and cooled seats are here. When I got in here, it was all the way turned up to heat, and I was sweating more than I should have been. But that is that. Here's a heated steering wheel. Like I said, your sport modes are here, your shifter's here, your mouse is here, which I like this nice little pad to set your hand on. Okay, it feels pretty natural. Not a lot of functions on the passenger door, just lock and window. But what else do you need over there? Mirrors come down. They have, of course, a light. So when you open the mirror, who's that good looking guy? The light comes on. Does it? It does. So check this out, guys. It extends. And my Avalon, it's old school. It has an extra piece here that folds out. I always stab myself in the eye with it. I like this a little bit more because it's soft edges. Boom, click it back, you're good to go. With some nice bird crap on the front window. It does have the all-weather mats, as you can see. Sometimes with the all-weather mats, in my opinion, if you have dress shoes on, your shoes will kind of like slide in the grooves when you're driving. That won't affect the vast majority of you guys, but for me, as you can see, that slipperiness, and there's no reason why it should be slippery other than the all-weather mat. Auxiliary, USB, and your 12 volt down there. Nice deep cup holders with adjustability, as you can see. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that will conform to the size of your drink, which is a great little feature. And then if you don't want that cup holder to be exposed, you can make it flush with this. Oh, that's just nice to see. Nice and smooth. Okay, another cup holder up here. AC is still not on. Okay, so that explains why I'm still sweating. So I'm just gonna press the auto button. Usually the auto does a pretty good job in these vehicles. You do have to set your temperature. Okay, so if you look up here, it only says it was on 2 fans. You can manually increase that. I'm gonna crank it up all the way. And then once it gets down to the right temperature, it will reduce the fan speed. But oh yeah, it's already cold. It's already cold in the engine. As you can see, the engine's not even warmed up. AC's already blowing cold. But as you would expect from a brand new vehicle, I'm gonna turn down the fans because last video, these fans are so strong I was getting all sorts of wind noise. So let's get in the back seat and see what this is all about. Great leg room. I have no issues here with my long legs. Nice and cozy back seat. And then here is the second sunroof. Now I couldn't find a button that retracts this, so I think only the front one retracts, and the rear one is just here for viewing the brightest sun in our solar system. But yeah, it does have a panoramic sunroof, but only the front one retracts. If I'm wrong on this, someone please let me know, because I can't figure it out if it does retract. Back here, so with the front lights, I didn't show it, okay? But you have some LED reading lamps back here. Now these are button sensitive, where the front ones you just touch and they turn on, which is pretty cool. Touch, touch, touch. Okay, so this one's still on. It's hard to see because it's so bright out. But that's about it for the cabin. I'm gonna close this back sunroof. Close the front sunroof literally because it's open right now. You just press that button there. Keep pressing. Fold it up. Snap. We're gonna get into the trunk here. There's the hood button. Here's the trunk button. This one still has a gas cap button. I'm surprised. I thought almost all of them had an automatic gas cap where you just touch the gas cap, but this one still has a gas cap button. We'll press the trunk. It's automatic, comes up by its own. And then here you have the standard mats, which we don't have obviously equipped in the car. It's all weather mats. We have a nice net here for whatever you want to throw in there. Nice first aid kit. But it is a large trunk. You can fit plenty in here for a long weekend or a vacation. You shouldn't have any issues. You could even fit a couple coolers in there, no problem. But this does have the one-touch trunk feature, which I think is, you know, it's a nice feature. Totally unnecessary on a sedan, in my opinion. Maybe on a SUV like an NX. Definitely the automatic trunk works a little bit more efficiently there, because most people may struggle to reach those high latches. But that's about it, guys. I'm going to go ahead, close the door. Again, it's a 2018 Lexus ES 350, pretty much fully loaded. All Lexuses come very well equipped in their base form, but this one has all sorts of extra bells and whistles, like that automatic trunk, upgraded headlights, bigger wheels, navigation, etc. It's a good looking vehicle. It will be superseded this year by the 2019 model, which I can't wait to sit down with you guys and review. Have a good one.